Back in the spotlight, Tessanne finding her groove again after having her second child and mentoring talented kids. She's also put those what ifs after winning The Voice firmly behind. Voice Box her give back to the kids.
Stepping into being able to impart knowledge to the younger generation of artists and singers has been something I find incredibly gratifying and incredibly fulfilling. It's still surrounded with music. It's just I'm doing it in a different way.
So what is Voice Box designed to do?
Voice Box is a space that has been created for kids aged 6 to 18. And it's for them to be able to come in and hone their skills as singers, as performers, and hopefully we're going to branch out into doing the full performing arts spectrum.
And Voice Box delivering. There have been performances, summer workshops, and for some of us at least, it rings a bell.
I grew up in Little People and Teen Players Club, which was Kathy Levy's brainchild. And I think it changed the trajectory of my life because I realized, hey, with discipline, with dedication, this is something I can do. A lot of the times, Jamaica has the greatest export of our artists, and yet still I don't really see much in place of like an infrastructure or something in place to begin to kind of help that along, and I believe that's one of the reasons I'm here. Initially, it started with voice because that's what I know. That's what I can do. But we're also wanting to branch out and bringing the dance and the drama element, the movement element of it too, because that is all required to being able to put on a show. We like to look at show business as just the performers, and it's not. It's the sound technicians, it's the lighting, it's the people that are behind the camera.
The elements that are often missing.
Exactly, but we need those things. Oh, Jesus. That's my 10-year-old.
Ever wonder about what he's doing?
Back in 2013, Voice viewers tuning in weekly for yet another amazing vocal delivery from the Jamaican songbird. Tessanne repeatedly topping the iTunes charts with heartfelt interpretations of popular standards. In the end, winning the US talent show never really in doubt.
You won't find him drinking under tables, rolling dice or staying out till free.
Man, you know what? It's crazy because my daughter, my oldest daughter Zaya, has now taken to like watching those episodes, which I don't do, right? So it's been wild to kind of like relive that and see it through different eyes. And all I can say is I still maintain that it was just one of the best experiences ever because I got to do what I wanted to do, which is just sing. You know, Anthony, like in all of this, I wish I could explain it better, but it all comes down to that, is that I'm a singer first. and I will sing till the day I die. I don't care if it's this person's song or my song, I just want to sing.
But then some people would say this is also the music business. Along with having these incredible pipes, you have to have an ego. You have to, be really single-minded and super focused and a little bit cutthroat.
For me, I don't have the stomach for it. If I'm being completely honest, I don't. I just really love what I do in terms of singing, and even getting back on the stage and doing this is on my terms. So it is because I want to and not because I necessarily have to. It's because I feel that joy and that inspiration to do this again. You understand? And I'll be very honest with you, there was a moment there I was just like, I don't want to do it anymore because it's just too crazy. This industry, it got to me.
Expectations were high for Tessanne's post-Voice album, Count on My Love, released by Republic Records. The label criticized for under-promoting the album when it delivered disappointing sales after a delayed release.
We did everything in our power to make the most of the opportunities that were given to us. And honestly, there are certain things we can't do anything about how things played out. We can't do anything about the past. All I can do is say here and now that I wouldn't change it for the world.
I've been racking my brain, 'cause I feel like been going insane.
And a ton of what-ifs in the immediate Voice aftermath.
I remember thinking, gosh, everybody's like a music industry expert at this point, because honestly, Anthony, it wouldn't have mattered what album I released. There would have been criticism because there was just such incredible, and I know now from a more mature point of view that it was people's desire and wish to see me explode. I get that now. I've never thought it was just why are they doing this or why are they talking this. I didn't think it was that. I knew it was a frustration on their part. And believe me, I felt that frustration too. But at some point, you have to kind of make peace with that. There's nothing I can do about that. And I do believe that my story is what it is, but also my story isn't done. We gotta stop putting these time limits on what it is that we want to achieve. I don't know what God has in store for me, but I know that I am open and I am on a really cool ride, and I'm open to having that experience. So I'm not putting any pressure on myself. I'm not putting any pressure on an outcome. I'm just singing. I'm having a good time. I'm being a mommy. I'm trying to build something that will live on past me.
Do you still have a big dream, a big goal? Is there something that you absolutely have to accomplish, or it would be really nice to get to that point?
Yes, Broadway. Absolutely. I grew up in theater, so I would love to have the opportunity to Broadway or West End one day. And keeping in mind what I said, there's not a time limit on this. I know that we've been tricked, especially women, into believing that our value diminishes with age. Yeah, I'm not buying into that one.
Next week, Tessanne on her big tune.
As you play